Brett, Barry, thank you both so much for being here and sharing with everyone your tips and strategies for goal setting and goal achievement. As you know, it can be a challenge. We have the best intentions to set goals. But what do you feel are one or two common mistakes that people make when setting goals that end up sabotaging their ability to actually achieve them?
Well, I think one is it's just setting them and writing them down. I think people have them in their minds, but they really don't put it on paper. And I think another thing that I found that helped me as I went through college was that
Yeah.
I connected with people that could help me.
Mm,
I don't think I was ever told that, but I recognized that early that I was not going to be able to reach my goal or the goals that I had if I did not connect with other coaches or other professors and that type of thing. I think that's important. I don't think people do that enough. They think that it's just going to happen, and it doesn't happen. You need help.
it's not just a task-oriented process, it's very relationship-oriented too, to
Well,
be
it's definitely a
successful.
connection with the right people. And if I did not have Billy Brown or Bob Wells as mentors when I was young,
Yeah,
I would probably wouldn't have been. I'm not going to be where I'm at today, or been able to do the things that I've been able to do.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, to mimic what Barry said,
Yeah.
being able to have the vision on paper,
Yeah.
and like we like to say in the mental performance world, reverse engineer it.
Hmm.
Have the end in mind and work backwards.
Yeah.
So be able to work backwards and set a plan up for yourself so you can achieve it. And it's a step-by-step process. It really helps by having the step-by-step process, looking at the goal, long term, and then reverse engineering it back step by step, and then work from step one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I like that. It's actually thinking about it in the reverse form
Mhm.
versus, looking ahead. Excellent.
Mhm.
So when achieving one's goals, it takes a lot of mental energy, of course, to be able to do something like that. And there are obstacles that are going to arise. There are challenges that we're going to face. How do you recommend we overcome some of those challenges?
Well, I think, it's hard to compare with other people, but I was so driven on what I wanted to do
Yeah.
that even when did not get the job or did not get the interview, the persistence, and now I guess you could use the word grit, but even though it's
Yeah.
not like a physical type thing, just determined to get to where I wanted to go. And fortunately, I was not discouraged. And I believed in and believed in myself. I
Okay.
believed in what I could do. And, I was a substitute teacher for a year and a half, waiting for the next opportunity.
Right.
And I just stuck with it. And, finally the opportunity presented itself, and I prepared myself for it, and I just stuck with it. I wasn't deterred. That's what I was going to do, and I think that's important. I think a lot of people get discouraged because they really don't know what they want to do. I knew what I wanted to do very early,
Okay.
and I think that was important. And I knew it at 22, 23 years old exactly what I wanted to do. So that helped, and I stayed on the path. Fortunately, I didn't get discouraged. I got a couple breaks. You have to get a little lucky, but a lot of times, luck is preparation, opportunity, meeting, and you just take advantage of it. So I think that's important.
And a lot of hard work too, for
Yes,
sure.
and you don't really because you want to do it, because you love to do it. It
Right.
doesn't really come off as hard work. It's just
Yeah.
it just takes some time.
Well, it sounds like you really knew who you were and what you're passionate about and what you valued and what it is that you ultimately wanted to do to serve others in a
Right.
leadership role.
Right, exactly.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. And I think to play off that,
Yeah.
really understanding, like you said, who you are, what are your values, what's your mission, and then putting objectives in place for yourself. And it really just understanding that, yeah, adversity is going to rear its ugly head. It's going to happen. But being able to be in the mindset to say, I'm ready for it, and being able to say, like today, there was a little blip in the radar getting here today. And I said to Barry, good, we're going to deal with it.
Mhm.
And we like to say, we like to live by win. What's important next? Like, what's the most important decision that we need to make? Instead of living in the moment of the emotion, just what's the next best move for us? And being able to say good, take a breath, and then do the next best action.
Well, and in life, we're going to constantly deal with small obstacles and challenges in our way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank both of you so much for sharing the mindset of what it takes for leaders to set and achieve goals, because it's very easy to set goals.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more challenging to achieve them. And I thank you for sharing that mindset and attitude that leaders need to have to be able to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.